Hello, Mrs. Truesdale's class. It's me, Mrs. Truesdale, with the first of hopefully several videos to help us through this social distance time. Before we get started, I just want to remind us to stay calm. And with all the don'ts, I want to remind us of some do's that we can do. Do recenter yourself during this time. Lean on your faith and your family's values. Do exercise and stay hydrated. Do socialize remotely uh, using social media or FaceTime. Do continue to have fun. Now that I've said that, I want to move on to talk about how we're going to do this remote learning or distance learning or e-learning. There's a lot of tag names going around. But first, I want to talk about homeschooling in general. Some of you know I spent 3 years homeschooling my son, and it doesn't look the same for every family. So I don't want you to get stressed out thinking you're going to have to hold like a formal session all day long. Some good tips are to have what are called quiet boxes, or they're also called task boxes or busy boxes, and you can Google these, or if you have a Pinterest account, you can just put quiet boxes, busy boxes, task boxes for any grade, because I realize that you might have more kids um, that are distance learning along with my kindergartner. But anyway, these are great things to have them do when you can't be giving them a direct lesson, or if you just want to wake up at your leisure and have a cup of coffee and not worry about giving them too much screen time. Having things set out ahead of time that they know how to do on their own, or things that can reinforce lessons that you taught the day before, are a great way to keep your sanity during this time. So some ideas are like having Play-Doh or letters that they can make their sight words with. Um, if you have old locks or nuts and bolts, they can practice fine motor skills, screwing and unscrewing these things, and they just find it really fun. Um, if you have Legos, you can repurpose the Legos and put them in a box and give them a task to do with the Legos. Some of their toys, there's just too much freedom with it, but if you give it a task or give it them a single idea to do with it, it kind of reinvents the toy and makes it a little more exciting for them. Pipe cleaners are a great thing. Again, if your child still needs fine motor, and you'll see that when we start the writing. If they're having trouble holding the pencil still, then they're going to need fine motor activities. And these are just some things that can help you along the way. So you should Google that in your spare time. Now, let's go on to the document that you will get on Wednesday when you pick up the packets. It looks something like this. I'm sorry for the typo that's on yours. We had to get these together really quickly. Um, but I'm going to go through the first 2 days with you to just show you what my expectations are for the remote learning. So for reading, it gives an option of 3 books, which you don't have, or log into RazKids Reading A to Z. And you do have a card in your packet that has their login information, but I'm going to make a separate video to show you how to actually get on to the platform, because I need to be able to see if you're reading or not, what you're reading, and be able to adjust the levels if it's just too easy. So that's why my class is doing it online. If you have a problem getting online after you watch the tutorial, please feel free to reach out to me on Dojo. Um, and then for math, there's count to 100 by ones, but our option for my class is to go to Khan Academy. I've set up every child with an account, and I have already laid out the subtraction and addition unit. This is what we would be working on right now in school, so I don't want to lose momentum. I'm going to click on this link, if it'll let me. See, I'm trying to be too savvy. There we go. And go to Khan Academy just to show you the platform, even though I am, come on computer, or maybe it's operating error. Well, I'm not going to click on the link, but I am going to have another video just for Khan Academy to show you how to get on there. You want to sign in as your student, and do not create a new account, because then I won't be able to see what you're doing on there. And then writing for Thursday, it says write your first and last name 5 times neatly. So don't just let them go loose. I would like for you to watch and see if they're doing the proper letter strokes for each letter. And if your child makes all their letters in their name the correct way and the correct size, then they're good to go. But there are quite a few of us that still need to practice writing the correct way. And so I thought this would be a great time to practice that. And also, I'll have a writing video out to show you how to complete the writing assignments. So please don't let them draw all over that paper that has a rectangle on the top and then lines on the bottom. Those are for writing assignments that will come later. And then complete lesson 1 in your science book. I just sent the whole book home. I didn't rip the pages out. So they can go ahead and complete lesson 1 with you. Everything in kindergarten is with guidance and support. So you're going to have to read a lot of the instructions to them, and be there to answer questions when you get them started on the workbooks. Okay. So that is the end of this tutorial on how to get started with e-learning, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have fun teaching and learning. We'll talk to you soon.